With Oblivion being released in theaters tomorrow, I'm here to tell you that I was at an advanced screening of the movie on Monday. And I also got this at WonderCon. It's a little build yourself Oblivion ship. Fun. Moving along. People are complaining that, nowadays there's a lot of remakes, sequels, a lot of reboots, a lot of rip-offs that attempt to cash in on the success of other movies. Oblivion doesn't do any of that, so I commend the movie for standing on its own. And I wanted to read the graphic novel that it was based on prior to seeing the movie, but then I found out that it was actually an unpublished graphic novel, and I've heard that it's now being released to cash in, or not to cash in, but to coincide with the movie. So I'm curious to read that novel. And as well, if you saw the trailer, and I'm sure you did because it's everywhere, this movie has a lot of CGI in it, but the movie does not necessarily rely on the CGI. It does not try to CGI its way to success. Rather, it still has a great story to tell, and the CGI works very well in the movie, and and allowing the story to be told. And for that, I also commend Oblivion. As for the story, it's like the movie Trance, which I saw a few weeks ago, also in advance. Oblivion tries to mess with you a lot. You have to get thinking, you have to figure things out as you're watching the movie. And I think that works very well in Oblivion. As for the performances, well, you'd see, you've got Morgan Freeman. Ironically, this is only the second movie of Morgan Freeman's that I've seen since I met Morgan Freeman 2 years ago. Guess I gotta catch up on his movies. And it also has, oh yeah, Freeman's very good in it. And it also has Olga Kurylenko from Quantum of Solace. Nice thing about Oblivion is that it actually shows you what Kurylenko can do for the camera, and she's good in it. Tom Cruise is the star of the movie. Boy, Tom Cruise is he wants to prove that he can do anything. And there's a lot of action sequences in this movie. Cruise is great in all of it. And this is one of the better performances that he's given recently. What else can I say? Director Joseph Kosinski. He previously directed Tron Legacy, which had a score from Daft Punk, and in this movie, there's a score from M83. This has become a trademark now for this director to make movies that have a score from a music group, and the score is really good in Oblivion. So I strongly recommend the soundtrack. And when you see the movie, listen closely to the music because it's a really good score. In fact, there were several instances where I just couldn't help but just think about the music. It was that good. And as well, lastly, the 2 hour running time, it's about that long. There's a lot to take in from what you see, and from that you feel like you're watching a lot more than what you think you could get out of a 2 hour running time. And that's also very good, with the complex story, the great cinematography, the great direction. I saw it on IMAX, so I definitely got a good sense of the environment, the setting, the really good CGI. I haven't mentioned that yet. And again, the story, it's a really good story. I don't feel like telling the story is necessary in my review. I kind of want you to see it for yourself and, just see what you think in this story, which takes place in the future on a futuristic planet Earth where certain humans are hiding while Tom Cruise's character is searching. And that's what I can say. I think that's where I can close it out. So again, critics are giving mixed reviews for it. I really liked it. I recommend you go out and see it. Really good movie. And again, check it out, whether you see it tomorrow for opening night or some other time. See it. And if you can see it on IMAX, that's even more of a reason to see Oblivion. Strong recommendation.